Yo, yo, yo. All right, today we're going to try to solve group anagrams. I'm going to go ahead and restart this problem. I solved it once before, but I'm just going to try to solve it again just so I could work on my skills, getting that muscle memory down. Let's go ahead and read it. So we have, oh, let me go play some music. All right, I guess we'll play this. All right. Okay, so we see a bunch of words like this. We want to go ahead and try to solve it. I think the solution I went with last time was having kind of using ORD, if you guys are familiar with this command. ORD. So this kind of just converts a letter like A into an ASCII number. Like let's say it'll just say 20, right? So you just subtract from a letter. With that theory, let's go ahead and dive right in. Okay, so we want to make an array of just the letters. Let's do that for every single word. So for each word in strings, we're gonna make that map. So I'm just gonna call it let's just call it a counter, right? And counter is going to be filled with a bunch of zeros because we're going to have zero letters because we didn't count any letters yet, and multiply it by 26 because there's 26 letters, right? And okay, now we could go ahead and do another one and actually count the letter for each letter inside each word. So four, because we want for each word and each string, right? So string is like a big ass, it's like the whole entire thing. So we want to access every single word. That's what this is doing right here. Want to do for word and strings. Now we want to access each letter inside the word, right? So I'm going to just say for letter in word, right? Okay, so now this is the little fun part, right? This is the fun part, the little unique solution in your head. Let's go ahead and do that. So it'd be you get ORD of the letter we're in right now. So letter, and then we subtract. This is the cool part, ORD, and we just say A because A is always going to be the smallest number, right? For an example, or it could be letter, it could be anything. It could be an A or it could be a B, but we know that A is always going to be the smallest number. That's why we're subtracting it. So let's just say this is B, which is equal to 20, 21, and then hashtag A is equal to 20, right? Because A comes before B. So anything that is a letter that's not A, we'll add, or a letter that's greater than A, will always have a bigger number when using ORD. That's what this is here. So we kind of get our index, right? So this is our index for counter. So let's say if it's A minus A would be in position 0, and we could just note that that is A. Okay, so now that we have our index is that, we go ahead and try to insert it, okay? So if that letter in word, we get that, we could say counter at our index is equal or plus equals 1, because that means there was a letter in that position. All right. So now we have a whole array, which is it could look something like this, which means like let's say 1, 2, 0, 0. Just as a little example for you. This is what this is would be equivalent to just two A's, right? You get it? Right, right, right. And they all look the same. So A has act has one A, one C, one T. Cat has one A, one C, one T, right? You see how they're equal now? Okay. Now that we have our counters, we could compare each counter. So we could do for counter, or let's go make counter our let's go make counter our dictionary. Dictionary actually. Okay, so let's see. Um we want to make it a tuple, so okay, counter, make a tuple, make that a counter. Okay, let me think. So now that we have that, we can make our, yeah, we could add it into a dictionary. It's equal to default dict. Let's do a list, right? Because it's gonna be a list. Okay, so tuple counter, and then Let's do dictionary. Oops. Dictionary, and we're gonna have this tuple counter, which is gonna be a big ass long, something like this, right? That's gonna be it. And then for that, we're gonna append. We want to append to our list. What are we gonna append? We're gonna append the word that we were at. So just append word. All right. And now that we have that, we could go ahead and just, we have a dictionary. So far, we have a dictionary where the key is something that looks like this, right? And then the value would look something like this. The value would be like a word like hat. Or let's go act, and let's go cat, right? I mean, this is not it. I mean, this is gonna be two A's, but then for example, I'm just showing you what it would look like right here, right? So now that we have that, we just return. We have an answer. Let's make something called result is equal to something open like that, and let's go ahead and append to result. Okay, so we could do for values in dictionary. For each value in dictionary dot values, you want to append that value, right? So let's say result dot append the values, right? And we could just return result, and that should work as our answer. Let me double check. So we got values, and we go through each value inside there. So for example, this is the value, and we go ahead and append that to results. So we'll have something like this. So result is a list. We put list into those into that list called results. So results is a list carrying list, right? And that's what we're doing right here, and we're appending it. Let's go ahead and submit it, see if it's correct. And we solved it. Okay, that was pretty good. I think I got a pretty good mental map on how to solve this question now. I'm just keep on trying to redo questions and explain them better each time. Get a really strong foundation for the fundamentals. Thank you guys for watching, and catch you guys later.